Hello, my name is Shelly and this is the Egan Art House Adult Drawing Box. In this video, we're going to just briefly go through some of the shapes to form worksheet just to give you an idea on how to get started on drawing some of these. So all you'll need is this worksheet, something to draw with, and a piece of paper. All right, let's get started. When we are looking at this worksheet, you'll see that on the far left there are the basic shapes of circle, triangle, rectangle, and square. You will also see that we do have a light source coming from the right. You're welcome to put this at any point or any space as you're doing this worksheet. Now I'm not going to go through each shape because I feel like once you kind of get the hang of one, you're able to do the rest, but I'll go through a few of these. So let's just start with maybe what could be potentially maybe kind of a weird, tricky one, which would be the circle. So all I want you to do again is just to draw a basic circle. I'm going to be using a pen so you can see it. You're welcome to use a pencil. Now with the sphere, or the circle to sphere, what makes it this shape in particular have that dimension is the shading. Obviously, can't do much else to this to make it look not flat. So when they're shading, now we have the light source coming from this side. So our brightest spot is going to be on the right. So all I did was I kind of started with doing just some, call these hatching lines on the left side. Kind of have them be shorter towards the end and they get longer towards the middle, and then I'm just gonna darken it up a little bit by having them go at an angle. So now we're cross hatching because we're crossing these lines over each other. I'm gonna have it be just a little bit more dense at that point. That's gonna be farthest away from the light source. And of course you can always add that shadow that would be cast. And I'm just going to fill that in a little bit. And this you could do many times. You don't have to just do it once and be satisfied. If you're not satisfied, try it again. That's totally fine. All right, let's look at another shape here. Probably the one that we're going to use maybe a lot with your map would be more of a building shape. So let's go through actually the cylinder here. That's similar to a rectangle. So it shows here, you're just going to start with the two lines. And then at the top, you're going to draw an oval. The bottom, make sure you draw that curve. Don't make it go straight across because we want it to have that shape. And then when we're shading it with, again, our light source coming from the right, the darkest side is going to be farthest away. Just going to do some hatching lines. And then some cross hatching ones. Again, you can draw that shadow. Now when you're doing your final map, you might not want to add the shading like this, and that's totally fine, okay? You could just focus on drawing the shape itself. So maybe you're going to do more and it's not going to be super shaded and have all that sort of detail. Maybe you just want that basic shape and color. That is fine. So let's do just a basic box. The important thing when you're doing these is you want to make sure that the lines go at that similar angle that are going back to make it show that depth. If they're going at different angles, it's going to look funny. So like if I were to do this and I wasn't making sure those angles were all going that same way back, it's not going to work out. Then you'll connect those. I'm sure we all have done this doodling on the phone at one point. I know I do. To make your rectangle box. So I would just go through and try all of these, whether you're going to use them on your final sheet or not, and see how it goes from there.